We're going to be getting a new Green Ranger in the comics, and people certainly have opinions about it. Let's talk about it. Do you know what time it is? Welcome to Legacy and Nerd. My name is Daniel, and as you guys know, we now have a new Green Ranger that will be debuting in 2024. And in typical fashion, we are talking about this after everyone else has talked about it, but we're going to focus on some people's reactions, on the fans' reactions, the audience reactions, because there's been a lot of opinions about this all over the place, honestly, all over the place. To catch you guys up, Amy Jo Johnson is writing a new comic book called The Return, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is going to be 30 years in the future. This comic book faces like the team. What if the team never broke up? So Adam, Aisha, and Rocky never become Rangers. Jason, Trini, and Zach remain Rangers. They go to the peace conference, but they're just like, well, just call us when you need us. We'll teleport there because we can teleport. So they never break up. Kimberly and Tommy get married in this universe, and it looks like Lord Zed and Rita take out Alpha and Zordon. And something happened, and it is 30 years later, and things are different. So that is the basis of the new comic book. Well, I did a previous video where we got a tease, and it looked like the Green Ranger that was in the art had a feminine physique. And I had theorized, what if that's Kimberly? Like, what if Kimberly takes on the mantle of the Green Ranger? Obviously, something's going on with Tommy, and we have a new Green Ranger here that's very obvious, so what if Kimberly took that on? And that's not so far-fetched, because we saw Kimberly take on the Dragon Shield in the main Boom Comics line, and that was like, yeah, I mean, that could happen. And I also suggested, what if it was like the daughter of Tommy Oliver that becomes the new Green Ranger? Well, the next day, we get another tease, and we are introduced to Olivia Hart, who is going to be the new Green Ranger and is the daughter of Kimberly Hart and Tommy Oliver. Now, right off the bat, people have opinions. And the thing is, like, I think the first thing I heard is like, what about JJ? What about JJ Oliver? Tommy's son? Like, yeah, he's still around in his universe. Like, he's over there. He's doing great. He got the Dragon Shield. He's the green SPD Ranger. Like, he's doing good. And Olivia's going to be over here in her other universe, and she's going to be the Green Ranger here. So they're going to be separate because they're not in the same universe. So, yeah. One thing I heard was like, oh my God, did Tommy cheat on Catherine and have a child with Kimberly? Like, no, they're in separate universes. Why? No, we've already established that. Why would that happen? In this universe, Tommy married Kat. In this other universe that Amy Jo Johnson is writing, Tommy married Kimberly. Totally separate things. He obviously, in one universe, he went a different direction. So, yeah, that's not a thing also because, guys, again, remember, these are separate universes. We've already seen multiverses. And that's another thing that I heard about was like, oh my God, the Power Rangers are doing the multiverse like everyone else. The Power Rangers were doing the multiverse like before anyone else. If you guys don't remember, Power Rangers RPM was in an alternate universe. That was not in the main Power Rangers universe. Power Rangers Dino Charge was in an alternate universe. It was not in the main universe. And even then, since the Boom Comics came out, we've been established that that is a different universe than what is on the show. So we've already had multiple universes in Power Rangers since, God, when did RPM come out? 2009, 8? I don't even know, man. Somewhere around there. Came out there. So that's been around for like 15, 20 years around there. So that is nothing new. Really, the idea of a multiverse is actually really good because we can tell a story over here that has nothing to do with the story over here, and you're not limited or bound by canon, right? So that's always a good thing. And DC has been doing it with Elseworlds. We've seen Marvel do it with What If. Like, it's nothing new, you know, especially in comic books. Multiverses are good because we get more stories. So some other things that I have heard, Amy Jo Johnson is trying to capitalize on JDF to sell more comics. And I don't really think so. I know they were friends. It just doesn't feel right to me. I mean, I don't know Amy Jo Johnson personally, but like, I just find that hard to believe. I think she's telling a story. And when you're telling a story about the Mighty Morphin, it's really hard to stay away from Tommy because Tommy's like super popular. But it is cool to see her going off and creating a new character to be the Green Ranger because the Green Ranger is super popular. Another thing that I've heard, that Jenna is using this as a way to become a Power Ranger. Jenna's not writing this comic book. Like Amy Jo Johnson has been writing it. And this like idea of the daughter of Tommy Oliver becoming the Green Ranger is not a new idea. We know from Bat in the Sun that JDF had been pitching a daughter of Tommy Oliver to Saban and to Boom, and they shut it down. We know that he tried to make his own story and it got shut down. We know that JDF, according to Bat in the Sun in a recent live stream with Jenna actually, that JDF was trying to incorporate a daughter of Tommy Oliver into Once and Always before he left the Once and Always project. So we knew that this is not like a foreign idea. We've known that. And not only that, we've known that Jason David Frank personally wanted his daughter, Jenna Frank, to be a Ranger. At one point, he was actively campaigning like for her to be a Red Ranger. He actually wanted Jenna to be a Power Ranger. So like this idea is not foreign, right? We all know, like, we've spoken to Jenna a couple times. We all know, like, she wants to earn it. She wants it to be right for her. She doesn't expect it to be given to her. But she does want to be a Power Ranger because that's something that her dad wanted for her. And we know that. But, yeah, I don't think Olivia Hart was made as a catalyst for Jenna to be a Ranger. I think Amy Jo Johnson created Olivia Hart for the story that they're going to tell. And we're going to find out how that's going to play out. But I don't think this was all a conspiracy for Jenna to be a Ranger. Like, we don't even have a live action show right now. Our last season was Cosmic Fury. They're working on a reboot that supposedly is coming out in 2025. Haven't heard much about it. So, yeah, I don't think this was like a conspiracy at all. Also, I've seen some really positive comments too. People like thinking the design looks cool. People that are digging the idea of the original Rangers coming back 30 years later and being more darker. Obviously, like the Red Ranger having like this new version, like Renegade Red Ranger version of him is pretty cool. But people are being really positive about this comic. People really want to see it. The Kickstarter did really, really well. I think it sold like $500,000 worth of product, which is amazing. So yeah, this idea of a new Green Ranger is going to be popular. It's going to be not popular. It's going to be opinionated. But yeah, we are seeing a lot of things. Now, the comic book hasn't come out yet. It doesn't come out till February. So we'll find out back then really how... So we'll find out then really how good this comic book is. But right now, like, I just feel like people are literally judging a book by its cover, and we haven't even read the book yet. So it's just weird. But yeah, it would be cool, like, to see a future story. Like, I know we haven't even heard this story, but like to see like JJ and Olivia team up, I think that'd be cool as well. But I'm really looking forward to this book. I really want to see where it goes. I'm really interested in seeing what Amy Jo Johnson has to tell and how she wants to tell it. So I'm really interested in that as well. So guys, I know you guys probably have opinions about this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and y'all know what time it is. It's Morphin time.